Hey folks, how you doing? All right, back with you. Subscribe, subscribe, and I got more videos to give, a lot more. Uh, you know, a lot of people overlook the value of dreams. That's because they don't understand them. They don't understand the power of dreams to bring balance to the body. Balance is like an opener. You open the way, open the path, clear the debris out of the way. This is what balance does, because a balanced person has greater perception. Not necessarily with these two eyes, but with the other one. Greater perception, you know. That requires balance. A balanced person, balanced individual. A person who's not going through a lot of torment and ups and downs and so forth. Like they say, passions are blinding. That's true, you know. So what we want to do is balance, create a balance here within that will keep the passions from interfering with life. You know what I mean? And so dreams play a great role in this, even though we might not recognize it. But we see maybe a person may, let's say, have some type of imbalance. You know what I mean? Let's say a person might be like overly excited all the time or something like that. It's too much of the positive energy. We want to balance the energy. You know what I mean? Balance the energy, and the person will be better off. Because this overexcitement is stressful, and it can cause something like a dis-ease in the body. It will cause an organ in the body to sort of slow down, fail a little bit. But we want to avoid that, you know what I mean? Because even that can bring on other illnesses. And so we want to create just balance in the body. And so therefore what we got to do is reduce maybe the positive energy or increase the negative, however, you know. If we have too much positive energy, well, we do something, take it easy, slow down. Maybe somebody can come by and tell them some type of story that will relax them. You know what I mean? That will take care of the deal. You know what I mean? So anyway, dreams have this power. You know what I mean? And dreams can even have the effect of helping something or something come about that a person has prayed for. You know what I mean? So a person prays for something, and so he has this dream, maybe at night, next day, whatever. He has this dream, He has no idea that this dream is connected with what he has prayed, this prayer. You know what I mean? But it is, you know. The dream, like two things can look altogether different and be related. They can look different and be related. So now the dream is looking different than what the guy prayed for. He's not paying attention to that dream, but it's connected to what he prayed for. So now the dream then has the power, okay, to sort of open the way, open the path, you know what I mean, between what that person and his prayer and what he wants. So the dream acts like what you call an intercessor, because it has the power opening the way, As an intercessor, it's the between man, like an agent, So let's say a person has, he wants something, and he's been praying for it, you know what I mean? But he hasn't been getting it. So one day he happened to go by the church, and he sees this preacher or priest, you know what I mean? He's telling him about this, you know what I mean? And so the preacher say, well, okay, I'll pray for you. Now, the preacher here is the intercessor. Because the preacher stands between the person and, let's say, the God that he's going to pray to. So he's the intercessor. He's between the two. The in-between man. Okay, the agent. Okay. So So that's what the preacher does. So he prays to God and say, Lord God, give so and so answer his prayer or something. This is, that's the intercessor. You know what I mean? And so that's one example with the preacher, But then we have people who have other problems. They might go to the priest, and the priest will say, "Well, let's kneel down and pray together." You know what I mean? Well, this prayer itself forms imagery in the person's head, like a dream. This is daydream, imagination's working. You know what I mean? And to help soothe the person, to open the path so this person will feel a lot more comfortable and so forth and so on. Then God has answered this prayer. You know what I mean? Yeah. So this is how it goes. You know what I mean? Dreams play an important role in people's lives, especially when it comes to opening the way, etc. The various gods, they call one in the mythology, various gods can intercede and so forth and so on. Like there's a god, Heru, who was a sun god, and Heru means light, daylight, sunlight, And so he can open the way, you know what I mean? And when the way is opened, okay, it's like coming forth by day, by the power of God Heru, who was sunlight, daylight, all that, so forth, And so it's his opening the day, it's creating balance, you know what I mean, in the body, and answering a prayer, Dreams do it. Dreams play a great role in answering prayers, So a person has a dream, and he wakes up, he recalls the dream and he says to himself, well, I don't know I had that old dream. I'm not interested in doing this. So let's say it's a type of work. And he said, I'm not interested in that type of work. I had a job. I'm doing well. I'm doing this, so forth and so on. I have that crazy dream. I'm not going back there and doing anything like that type of work. You know what I mean? So let's say about a year later, God got a problem. He said, the heck with that job I got. I'm going to quit my job. And he's not getting on with the boss, not getting on with other employees, whatever it is. He might have got laid off. Whatever the problem is. He needs a job. So he prayed. Now, he didn't forget about that dream, but now he prays, Lord, help me, I need a job, so forth and so on. You know what I mean? Now, about, let's say 6 months later, he gets a job. And he's happy, and he's doing the work and so forth and so on. Then one day it dawns on him that, wait a minute, I had a dream about doing this job. And I said to myself, well, after that dream, that I wouldn't be doing anything like this. Now I'm glad to do it. You see the connection between a past dream and a prayer, and that past dream comes into play. That past dream, maybe something in the person, you know what I mean, knew that this person was going to have to get a job in a few years because something's going to go wrong on the job he got. Something he didn't realize, But here this dream comes into play. You know what I mean? And so dreams work in wonderful ways for people. You know what I mean? And creating the balance in a person is a very, very important thing. The thing is that people can have a great deal of control over the daydreaming part. And with these daydreams, that he controls, he can modify night dreams. If a night dream ain't too cool, wait a minute, cause a little stress or something like that, he can modify that night dream with a daydream, And so we have plenty of dreams, and we can call back on them. We can call back on dreams we had 5 years ago. Yeah. In other words, let's say a person has a dream, and he wakes up, and he's laying in bed, let's say that morning, but he just lays there, and he's thinking about that dream. Do you know when this happens that another dream's going to pop up in his head, and he focuses on that other dream for a couple of minutes? Another dream can pop up. Another dream can pop up. You have a line of 5 or 10 dreams that you're recalling. Some of them even maybe as far back as your childhood. You know what I mean? But then the thing is to understand the relationships between these dreams and how they affected life, his life, over the years. Was he doing any of these things that these dreams are about, and so forth and so on? Yeah, they have a great power on people's life. Things that come true for them. You know what I mean? Like prayers. You know what I mean? Okay, folks, have a good one, and dreams are good for us. You know what I mean? Thing is being able to interpret the dream or know what dreams mean. You know what I mean? A lot of people live their lives by dreams and daydreams. You know what I mean? And night dreams. Okay, folks, have a good one, and I'll be getting back with you soon. And subscribe and have a good day. All right, bye bye.